Hello, everyone. Thank you for signing on virtually today. My name is Rebecca Rodriguez, and I'm presenting my thesis work, which is titled The Impact of the Framing Effect on Perceptions of Physical Disability. Now, to give a little bit of background and context, the framing effect is a psychological phenomenon that essentially states that the way a topic is presented will impact the beliefs and attitudes you hold about said topic. Essentially, it just says your words actually matter. Now, in this study, we took this concept and applied it to attitudes of physical disability, specifically considering the influence of a physically active or athletic frame. To do so, we made 4 hypothetical vignettes from 2 different conditions, first being ability, so described as having a physical disability or not, and second being activity level, described as physically active or not. Each of our 235 participants were randomly assigned one of these vignettes to read, and then were asked to respond to 2 different scales. First was our 10-item competence and warmth scale, which was used to evaluate perceptions just of our one hypothetical individual. Participants were asked to rate on a 5-point Likert scale how strongly they believed each characteristic described the individual they had just read about. These were terms like friendly, confident, intelligent, and good-natured. Second, participants responded to the 20-item Attitude Towards Disabled Person, or ATDP scale. This asked participants to rate on a 6-point Likert scale how strongly they agreed or disagreed with broad statements. For example, you have to be careful what you say around physically disabled people, or it would be best for physically disabled people to live and work in special communities. Using the results of this scale, a more broad attitude toward our entire group of individuals with disabilities could be examined. For our results, a 2x2 ANOVA was conducted and found a significant impact of vignette on competence and on warmth scores, with disability active conditions scoring the highest. No significant impact was found on ATDP score, however. So this shows our physically active frames were significant in impacting perceptions of an individual, but did not generalize to affect attitudes towards a larger group of people. Now, a number of factors could have led to this result, but I think one of the more significant ones may be that stereotype towards groups could form at a pretty young age, and may be relatively resistant to change, especially based on just a short virtual description. Future work should evaluate if more significant interactions, for example, meeting in person, getting to collaborate on a project together, or have a Q&A session, may lead to a greater or more significant impact. Now, I think this is very important work for us to do because stereotypes about minority groups, and in particular those with disabilities, can contribute to an us versus them type of mentality. Now, these mentalities build more barriers between us as people, and this is a time where I think we should be focused more on uniting and coming together instead. That is about all the time that I have for this video, so feel free to hop online, ask any questions, and in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your virtual conference.